Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I want to talk about something I've been noticing lately. That all of a sudden, you guys are not a lot of people here. Obviously, not even my subscribers are talking about this. I'm just talking about it as what I'm seeing on the internet. Um, people, some people are talking shit about Toon Force, basically, and I've mentioned this before. Ever since Luffy went to Guild 5, apparently everybody just hates Toon Force now, right? Just everybody just hates Toon Force. So maybe you should not watch the Looney Tunes stuff, or maybe you should not watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit, or maybe you should not watch SpongeBob, or maybe you should not watch Tom and Jerry. If you hate Toon Force that much, maybe you should not be a fan of The Mask with Jim Carrey, because that's Toon Force, you son of a bitch. Seriously. And then some people might be like, "Oh, I don't like Toon Force because they can make an excuse to do anything with it." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's Toon Force, you fucking idiot." We see it in we see it with Bugs Bunny cartoons. But I get it, right? No, this is what some no, this is what some people are gonna say. The reason I sub Toon Force with these Looney Tune characters is because you don't have a consistent narrative of from A to B. Each episode is different. If that's how you want to say it, if that's what you want to think of, then you still are not. You're still being stupid, because there's no reason for you to hate Toon Force just because you think it's overpowered. You hate Popeye? I could just imagine the whole video between one man punching Popeye. You probably hate that one, right? Or Deadpool versus the Mask. And yet, I'm not saying Batman has Toon Force. I'm not saying he does. But he does things to the point you'd be like, how the fuck did he just did that? You know? But I get where people are trying to come from, because they want a cohesive character development, basically, right? And then some people think that you can't have that if you have a character that's a Toon Force character. But I'm like, no, you can. How? I just pointed out the Mask. And if you haven't read the comic books either, you should know that there's character development in there too. With the Mask, and also people that are trying to figure out how to get rid of the Mask. And something I've been noticing too every fucking day, I was gonna make a separate video about this, but I think I should mention it here. The internet is getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. The new Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire, all I see is these stupid motherfuckers talking shit about it. Especially Ghostbusters fans. And I'm over here like, are you even a fan to begin with? Because the audience score is 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. And the critics gave it a 44. We listen to the critics now? I mentioned this before, and why do I need to mention it again? Are you guys that forgetful on the internet? Seriously, are you that fucking forgetful? For crying out loud, you guys have brain cells of a fucking fish. I swear. You guys have brain cells of a fucking fish. Shit. That's why I can't. That's why. That's why the internet is the way it is right now. Just because we have people that want to get their opinion out, but they have a mindset of a fucking goldfish. I can imagine if one of their family members died, they'd just be like, "Oh, they died." They'd be like, "They just died right now." Huh? What? Huh? What? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what the stupid shit that I'm talking about. And I'm not even going to talk about why some people are talking shit about the Frozen Empire in a spiritual enlightenment way. I should say it. Because there's a reason why the audience score is 84 and the critics gave it a 44. Alright? I pointed this out before in my enlightenment channel, and I also pointed it here that sometimes, most of the time, when something is speaking what's up or what's happening, the critics are gonna flat out just hate it. But the audience resonates with it and loves it. That's why the audience score is high, mainly because it resonates with them so much. Because saying isn't it so? Subconsciously, they know what the fuck it is. That's why they enjoyed it. That's why they go to the movies to literally put their butt in the seat. Just like that new Godzilla movie that's about to come out, that's gonna make hot shit money. And I guarantee you, these critics are gonna fucking talk shit about it. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. And anyone that looked at I'm saying this right now. If you looked at any of the TV spots, you are stupid, in my opinion. Because you're gonna look at this movie and then be like, oh, I basically already saw the whole movie because of TV spots. Then why the fuck are you looking at the TV spots? Know the release date and move the fuck on. If you can't do that, don't be on the internet. Stop having a YouTube channel. Stop making money from YouTube. If you can't fucking do civil shit. If you can't do simple shit. You mean it's that hard for you to not talk about something just because you have a YouTube channel and you feel like your audience and you feel like you should talk about it because your audience will understand. And if they don't understand, guess what? They're not your audience. Jeez. Stupid concept, right? Stupid fucking concept. It's just so fucking stupid. And then going back to the TOON Force shit, the fact that I'm seeing more I'm just seeing stuff that are recommending me on YouTube, which YouTube, stop that shit. Stop recommend me shit that I don't give a fuck about. Stop that shit, YouTube. Because I'm to the point that I'm literally want to get out of the internet. That I want to fucking delete my whole fucking goddamn channel. I'm this close to that point. To delete this fucking channel. Because I'm that fed up of this shit. I'm dead serious. I'm literally planning to just either delete this channel or abandon it and just fucking never come back. Because I'm just that tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of these bullshit people that do not deserve to be on the fucking goddamn internet. That does not deserve to have an opinion or listen to their opinion. And yet, the people that hate Toon Force, I won't be surprised if they wanted the Coyote versus Acme movie. Shut the fuck up. You hate Toon Force. All of these Looney Tune characters are Toon Force. Oh, but Rodrigo and Raya Carol are your favorite characters. Like, you see, that's the problem. This is the problem. If it's your favorite character, you don't have a problem with it. But if it's not your favorite character, now you have a problem with it. Let's go back to WandaVision. Remember all those theories and speculations about WandaVision, but you didn't get it in the TV show? And then all these bitches started complaining just because you didn't get what you want? That's your fault. You hyped yourself up to the point that you ruined it for yourself. Thinking that you're going to get some shit that you only get in the comic books or animated series. You fucking twat. WandaVision is amazing. Still to this day. And if you talk shit about it, well then, that just tells me you don't like fun and you don't like anything that is fun. And that's what I have a problem with. The internet and these critics and everybody else are catering to these caring motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about storytelling, character development, or just having fun with a movie. They don't care about any of that shit. All they want is to push their little narrative, push their little character that they like, and that's it. Fuck the other characters. I won't be surprised the reason the critics gave the new Ghostbusters movie a 44 rating is because it's not Ghostbusters 2016. Do I feel like the critics are salty about that? Hell yeah. That movie came out in 2016, and these critics are still fucking salty about it? Yeah, I can see that. I can literally see that. Seriously. Look at the stuff that happened in the 80s and 90s with all these movies. Every critic talks shit about some of these movies that we talk about cult classics now. Look at Home Alone. When Home Alone came out, the critics talk shit about it. Now it's the best Christmas movie of all time. When Halloween came out, the critics shat on it. There's more to it with Halloween, but that's just a straight example a little bit. There's so many movies out there that didn't either made money or the critics hated it, but the audience loved it. And you really think that you think these Hollywood executives, you think Sony and you think Sony, Disney, and Warner Brothers and all that, you think these people give a fuck about what the critic says? All they really care about is what the audience score is. If the audience loved it, we're making another one, bitch. So the new Ghostbusters movie is a success. We're going to get another movie. The only flaw, I haven't seen the new Ghostbusters movie, but I'll say this. If anyone was going to point out a flaw with that movie, look at the trailer. When I first saw the trailer to the new Ghostbusters movie, The Frozen Empire, I'm still going to watch the movie because I'm excited about it. I just haven't had the time to go to the movie theaters and all that. And plus, feeling under the weather and shit like that. But the 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 Ghostbusters movie, the Frozen Empire one, um, damn it, these uh, hold on for a minute. All right, sorry about that. So we're going to get a new Ghostbusters movie, whether you like it or not. And going back to the trailer, when I first saw the trailer to Frozen Empire, I literally was just like, "So you're just remaking Ghostbusters 1?" That's how I felt from the trailer. Was I kind of disappointed with the official trailer? Yes, but it wasn't to the point that I'm like, "Oh, I'm not going to watch this movie." No, I still wanted to watch the movie. But when you watch the movie to Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, you're just looking at it, you'd be like, "This is literally Ghostbusters 1." You just picking the numbers, oh, he got slimed and shit like that, And then he doesn't even say the line, he slimed me, because we all know. He just goes like, yeah. you know? So stuff like that is fine, but when you keep repeating it a whole bunch of times, I know it's nostalgia factor and stuff like that, but when you repeat it so many times, it's just like, okay, guys, you guys can stop it, you know? I don't know how it is in the movie, but the trailer was like that, and I was just like, damn, that's kind of sucks. But I'm sure it is like that in the movie, anyways. That's why if someone complained about it and they were hyped and they saw the trailer and they still saw the movie and they were like, "Oh, why is it like this?" I would have been like, "Did you see the trailer? Did you see the trailer?" Yeah, but it never hinted that it was going to be like this. And I'm like, "Did you see the trailer?" You know? That's why I don't get with people. When the trailer tells you how the movie is going to be, and then you watch the movie and you'll be like, what the fuck? And I'm over here like, what do you mean, what the fuck? The trailer told you about it. Don't tell me that, don't think that the trailer lied to you, you dumb motherfucker, if you're not paying attention with your fucking stupid ass fucking nostalgia glasses. Just because you see a Ghostbusters logo. Fucking prick. Seriously. Seriously, man. And then the Toon Force, going back to the Toon Force, like I said again, the Toon Force stuff is unnecessary to complain about, you know? And then they want to use the clip from South Park when the kids are being like anime characters, anime ninja characters, and Cartman is like, I have all the power in the world. And then, Stan and Kyle is like, nah, man, that's not fair. Yeah, you're not gonna play anymore. The reason people want to use that clip so much is because they literally do feel like Toon Force is overpowered to the point that you can get rid of everything. You can get like, oh, this character, like, they go basically anything that the anything that the anything that the creator or the storyteller is trying to say will either bring it back because the character has Toon Force. That's their mindset. That's what they conveying from what I'm seeing. If not, they're not being. If they're not being like that, they're not being more specific about it. Be more specific. If you don't feel that way, then be more specific. Why are you not being specific about it? Seriously. And the thing is, too, you mean to tell me that you show that clip from South Park when the kids are like animated ninjas, and then they talk about and then Cartman talks about have all the power in the world, and Stan and Kai are like, no. You mean to tell me you're going to use that clip, but there's a character in South Park that keeps dying and dying and dying, keeps coming back in each episode. Your argument in using that clip is invalid. You dumb shit. Kenny is basically Toon Force. Basically. Kenny can come back at any time. But, oh, we like Kenny because he has character development. Or you just like him just because you like him. I understand character development, but if these creators just want to have fun with the character, let them have fun. They fucking created the character anyways. They're not your fucking character, you fucking prick. And they never will be your character. Jeez. Just like the new Space Jam movies. I mean the Space Jam movie. I didn't even watch that shit because I didn't care. But then I'm hearing stuff that because the Looney Tunes characters are not Looney Tunes characters. The Looney Tunes characters are not supposed to give a fuck about none of them. All these Looney Tunes characters are dicks to each other, guys. They're not supposed to be a family. They're not supposed to be friends. They're not supposed to be lovers. They're supposed to be dicks. They're supposed to be assholes to the point that you relate to them because you are an asshole. Why do you think Looney Tunes has been around for forever? Because we relate to these characters because they're assholes. Oh, I don't relate to them because they're assholes. Oh, okay, yeah, right. But yeah, you're a fan of fucking what? You're a fan of Daffy Duck. And Daffy is the most dickest person ever. The only heroes that this was brought to me from a YouTuber. I think he is called Looney Tune Critic. He's a really good YouTuber. You should watch his stuff. But he talked about like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the history of like Looney Tunes and stuff like that. And some history of animation and stuff like that. Highly recommend his channel. It's really good. But this whole aspect of people hating Toon Force is just hilarious to me. It is. It's fucking hilarious. How much you want to bet? If you had the power of Toon Force, you would do anything you wanted to. And plus, it's look. Apparently, you don't know how Toon Force works. It's the same thing with the mask. How come the version of Jim Carrey couldn't turn into a giant Titan kaiju and destroy the city? It's because he didn't think about that. He didn't imagine that. In the comic books, you get that shit. In one of the comic books of the mask, he's fighting I forgot some other character. Another character that's basically unstoppable to kill also. And the only way to stop the person that has the mask, that has that Toon Force thing, is to manipulate that person with the mind. You see? You see how you can actually focus on Toon Force? And you see how you can actually have your cake and eat it too with Toon Force? But there's some people out here that, look, sometimes you can't have your cake and eat it too. Sometimes you can't. But other times you can. In Toon Force, I feel like you can do that. You have a character that's overpowered as fuck, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Be overpowered. I don't fucking mind. I really don't care. Why do you think they killed? Why do you think in that new series of the boys they killed off one of the strongest characters? Because they know, the writers know. The writers know that if this guy fought Homelander, Homelander would die. And we don't want Homelander to die right now. So, he killed himself. And I understand why they did that. What was I upset that he did that? Yes, because I would have wanted that guy to fight Homelander. The guy that was like almost like the son, basically. I would have loved to him and Homelander to butt heads, basically. Because we know eventually that obviously the reason, again going back, the reason the writers didn't want that to happen is because it's up to for Butch and the others to do that. It's not up to these kids that are in another school to do that stuff. You know? So I thought when the writers did that stuff, I thought it was kind of clever, but at the same time, some characters that you actually enjoyed, you were like, did you really have to kill them off? But I could see why you killed them off. But still, it was kind of like, you know? That's why sometimes it's like, if you are going to make an overpowered character, but you're not going to use that overpowered character to fight somebody that needs to be destroyed, then why make them? That's just me. That's just me, man. That's just me. Uh, you know? So there's just a lot of things that on my mind right now with the internet right now. And I'm not even talking about a spiritual enlightenment way either. But I'll say this right now: the reason I feel like I'm seeing all of this stuff is because this is end game for all of this shit, and it makes sense because you have a lot of these people talking out of their ass like they don't like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. So you're over here like, are you okay? But I don't want to be here for too long. Maybe I'll be like a few more minutes, about 25 minutes or something. But anything else I could talk about with the whole Toon Force and the Ghostbusters stuff, if I'm really thinking a little bit more stuff. But I mean, for crying out loud, man, I'm looking at Goofy. I have a plush of Goofy, and you mean to tell me he's not Toon Force? How many times he got hit in the head? And then you play Super Smash Brothers. It has cartoon violence. It says it in the box. Don't tell me that all these characters are not Toon Force in Super Smash Brothers. In Super Smash Brothers. Not in the other Nintendo games. I'm saying in Super Smash Brothers. Seriously. And plus, Mario was inspired by Popeye. So why Mario won't have Toon Force? Why wouldn't he have Toon Force? You know? For kind of loud, the original cover for Donkey Kong, Mario looked exactly like Popeye. You know? So I don't know how I don't know what people are thinking here. I mean, you can disagree with me all you want. That's fine, but you at least have to admit if you're not having fun with your characters, even if people criticize it, if you're having fun, who gives a fuck what anyone thinks? Reminds me of Friday. I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. It's like, you know what? It's like, you know what? Yeah. Who gives a fuck what you think? Yo, I love that shit, man. I love that shit. I love Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 for that shit, man. It has some great fucking moments. Great moments. I love that movie, man. I love that movie. Obviously it's the best Nightmare on Elm Street movie ever. Everyone does love it. But that line right there, man, that line, man, it's like, who gives a fuck what you think? You know? And the woman's like, hell yeah, man. Oh man. Supposedly, I heard that the reason that they put that actress there is because the guy that made the film wanted like he couldn't stand that actress, so he just imagined Freddy Krueger just killing her. I'm like, okay, hire a celebrity or an actress that you don't like, and then let them get killed off by a whole icon. Could we get that with Brie Larson, please? And also, what's this bitch's name that was dating Amber Heard, there we go. Almost forgot her name. Can we get those two in a horror movie and let them get killed off by Freddy and Jason? Or Chucky? That'd be nice. You know how Chucky just killed Keenan just with the fucking umbrella and shit like that? Yeah, that'd be nice to see those two getting their that'd be nice to see those two bitches get that. Oh man. Uh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like fun shit like that. Fun shit like that. And most people are like, isn't that disrespectful to the actress and the celebrity? Why do you care? Why do you care? Oh, because they're people too. That's not what they think about you or about themselves. These motherfuckers have money off the wall. You think they give a fuck about you? Come on, guys. We gotta stop with these celebrity stuff. Stop sucking the dick. Stop kissing the ass of these celebrities. You can like them, fine, but don't follow them. Don't respect them to the point that you want to suck their cock. You know? You know? That's just me, man. I was gonna make a whole other video too about the documentary about the whole Nickelodeon stuff. I probably should do a separate video about that. Mainly because it probably is going to be very controversial what I'm about to say with that one. But here's a little taste of what I'm gonna say. What Jake Bell said. Obviously, I felt sorry of what he went through, but that's no excuse for him to talk to an underage girl. And some people might point out saying that, oh, this person doesn't know the full story, and I'm like, so you mean to tell me he talks to an underage girl and that's fine because he's a celebrity? Me and my friend were literally making fun of him in that documentary with Nickelodeon. Not completely. We were like, holy shit, he went through that? But at the same time, we were like, yeah, he went through that. That's fucked up. But that's no excuse for him to go around and do this. You know? You know how many people? You know how many angry people got pissed off at me on Facebook for me saying that shit? That's what I'm talking about. Dick suckers, man. Dick suckers. And I didn't read the other comments. I read one comment that someone agreed with me, but the other comments were just like being dicks about it. And I'm over here like, if you wanna act that way, then that's your prerogative, and I'm not going to fucking read your fucking shit because you're a waste of time at that point for me. You know. But that's a little thing right there that I'm not going to talk about a whole much about. But that's just the main thing that was controversial when I talk my mouth open. Oh man. So, and there was another video too that I should talk about also. Damn, there's just some stuff that I really do want to talk about. There's a YouTuber out there that talks about some of the stuff that's happening with some of the stuff that happened over the years with fandom. Like some fandoms take things way too seriously when they watch like a cartoon or something like that, then they repeat what the cartoon is doing. So I should talk about that. But then there's one thing, there's one that talks about Bledman, I believe that's his name. He made like a few comic books, right? And he was doing Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, right? And Mandy becomes the Grim Reaper, right? And Grim is all having a good time, taking a break and all that stuff. And he goes to Mandy's room, and he finds a whole bunch of stuff that she has planned to kill people. And you can't blame her because she's the Grim Reaper. That's Grim's job. And Grim Grim took a break, and she became the Grim Reaper for a day. So what do you think she was going to do? And Grim was like, oh my god, and shit like that. And then 9/11 happened in that comic book. She made 9/11 happen, basically. And then there's a panel showing Grim being like, oh my god, I haven't felt this rush since the Hitler days and the Holocaust days and stuff like that. You know, and like the writer was pointing this stuff out and everything like that, and so many people got offended about it. And I'm over here like, why you got offended about it? Why you got offended about it? You only got offended about it because it's in your favorite he's using your favorite cartoon characters to point out something that is fact and true. But this is why I have a problem with fucking people nowadays. If you guys grew up around World War II and watched these old war cartoons, you will talk shit about it too. Oh, I don't want to see that. Oh, I don't want you to talk about that, Disney and Warner Brothers. Well, they still did, you dumb bitch. That's how I saw it. And then people want to talk about it, oh, it's political and shit like that. I'm over here like, cartoons have always been political, you dumb fuck. They've always have been. Stop acting like they haven't. They always have. And stop, again, going back, if you deny that, oh, no, they haven't, then you haven't done your research at all in the history of animation. There was one point when people thought animation cannot make money. Then Snow White came out. Boom! Phenomenon. There was, I mean, it doesn't have to be with that topic, but I don't know why it came randomly in my head. But I probably won't talk about that. That's just, it's about gaming. That's just a side thing. It's not really important. But there's that, man. So what is it, man? What do you guys like? I don't know what these internet folks are trying to fucking do anymore, man. Could I'm speechless sometimes, man. I'm speechless every time I see these people, or I even like look at comments and stuff like that. You get speechless because you're just like, why are you the way you are? You know, there's no reason why. There's no reason to act a certain way just because someone has an opinion about it, or people just want to push their viewpoint to show people this is how I see the world. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad, bitch. The world is like this. And if you don't like it, well, go ahead. That just shows me that you're never gonna grow. You're just a Karen. You're nothing but a Karen. Seriously, man. If I talk, it's going back to remember that point when all these fucking simps, all these fucking stupid people were like, "Oh, let's not talk about the history of of the Nazis and all that stuff because it's too painful." Trying to hide history and shit like that. That's how I saw it when the whole the Billy and Mandy stuff with the Mandy stuff of 9/11. That's how I saw it. You can disagree with me all you want, but the fact of the matter is that if you can't take that shit, if you can't take the realism of that shit, then why the fuck are you watching shit? Oh, I watch things to escape. That's your problem. That is your problem. You want to watch things to escape reality. That is your fucking problem, you prick. And that's how I'm gonna end it. Fucking prick. I feel like Tommy Fassetti in freaking Vice City. He's a prick. She's a prick. They're all pricks. Tell me what you guys think down below.